Kevin Maloney, Trenton Times. This is a special one for me. This is my old football coach, Mark Schmidt, head football coach in Neshaminy High.
Good man, Kev.
Coach, it's good to see you. It's good to be out here when the Redskins are off to a 6-0 start. You guys have played well on both sides of the ball. So knowing you, you're never content. But, you know, I'm sure that you're glad to be 6-0 going this game this week.
Oh, very happy. And, you know, it's a good thing to see, Kevin. The guys are working hard. I think, you know, the coaches have put in tons of hours. And guys are just really soaking it up. And I think the consensus is we've been improving, and I think we've got a lot more to do. And that's kind of a good thing. So there's a good group of senior leadership, and then there's also a good group of younger guys that are really responding to leadership. So it's one of those fun years as a coach.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you knew the offense was going to be pretty potent coming into the season. The defense, there was maybe a little more question marks, but you know, so far through 6 games, allowing just 5.6 points a game, I think.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, it's we're happy with that, and it's a team effort part of it. You're right, Kev. And we reworked the defense a little bit. We made some personnel moves. We have experience, but as far as playing, but we didn't have experience as far as playing those positions. I think 6 guys moved to new positions this year, but we knew athletically and football-wise and toughness-wise, it was going to pay off for us. Unfortunately, it's been that way so far on defense. Offense, it's nice to see some guys we'd hoped step up, and it's been a little bit of a committee. Last week, when 5 guys scored touchdowns, so we like to run the ball a little bit, but we've been able to get the ball out to some very talented wideouts, and real happy to see that our special teams is starting to gel a little bit with 2 new guys at punter and kicker, and they both had good outings last week, so hopefully we can build from that.
DeAndre Pollard off to quite the start, 107 carries, 987 yards, 14 touchdowns, 165 yards on the ground. He's your speed guy, and then obviously you have Blake Sullivan as well as Denny Lord to go along with that. Both of those guys are the short yard guys. To have a trio of backs who are capable and hold on to the football. You guys are +7, I think, in a turnover battle, and obviously that's a big stat that goes a long way.
I just hope that's not the kiss of death, Kev. That's all I hope. Sometimes you say that. We made a big deal about doing those kind of things, and that's been something that we've been able to really harp on. Whether it's practice, whether it's game situation, that's a big thing for us. And all our goals are team oriented, not individual. So for DeAndre to get that kind of a production, that's because the O-line's doing their job. They get the same sticker DeAndre gets, and it's so and not do the wideouts, because our downfield blocking this year has really been exceptional. Keith Ennis has been on them about that, and Coach Wilmot from past times, and so we have those guys in place to really kind of accentuate. And Jamar Brinningham's coaching the backs, and Biz Keeney's worked the quarterback, and with Jimmy Long. So, we've got a good group of guys in here that are just really feeding our players information, and they're taking it and responding.
Well, you brought up 2 guys, Keith Ennis and Jamar Brittingham. I was going to wait for this question, but look, 18 years now you've been at the helm. 19? Is it 19?
I hate to correct you, but that's what they're telling me.
You're a Pennsylvania State Hall of Famer. Those guys that we just mentioned were a big part of that 2001 state championship team. Obviously, a lot of guys played crucial roles in that. But I mean, and you probably don't do this during the season, but do you ever take stock and sit back and look at how good this run's been?
No, I do. Then sometime in a car in the middle of the spring or something like that, Kev, if I have a minute, or someone one of my son might ask me a question or something, and I might kind of kick something in. But my wife and I might be on the back porch and have an adult beverage and discuss it at that point in time. But other than that, Kev, no. I mean, it's been great to see these guys grow and flourish. I'm so proud of those 2 guys, and I'm blessed. I mean, I've got 3 guys. 2 guys have been with me since I took the job, and I've got 3 other guys that have been with me for 13, 14, 15 years. And then to have those guys come in and coach, and 2 ex-head coaches, and and Tom Coates and Biz, and Jimmy was a 12-year guy attendant. So it's a family, and for them to want to come and work together and be together all the time as much as we are, and I'm blessed with that. And then I have a bunch of guys that really want to show up and work their tails off. So that's what I take stock in, and hopefully these guys 10 years from now are doing what Jamar and Keith are doing, helping kids. Jay Collins coaching Nick Fesco coaching my 9th graders. you know, that means that they got something out of what we did here, and they want to pass it on. So that's a cool thing.
I think the two coaches have been with us since the beginning. Is Coach Wilmot, Coach Weidebaugh,
sure,
and then Coach Jones has been here for a long time as well.
Right, and Coach Neil French, Dave Ferrara.
French.
You know, they were middle school coaches when I got the job, and then they came on up in here. And now, you know, they're both huge impact players, impact guys into our program. So, like I said, it's nothing but a family.
This Friday night, last thing, Council Rock South 1-5. Obviously, you look at the record; they've struggled a bit, but I know you guys are going to take them lightly. It was a close game last year.
Well, they've beaten us 2 of the last 3 years, and last year we were down 14-0 at half. And they were excited about the outlook of their season, and they had some very early injuries. And from what I understand, they've got a good number of guys coming back. They're coming back every week, and they had a nice win over at Truman, played real well, and they're playing some guys some younger guys with some talent. Some older guys are coming back, and they've got a very dynamic player and leader in Eric Gallo. So, you know, and Vince Bettison is an exceptional football coach. So he and his staff, I'm sure, get geared up for us, and they give us a great game. So we're not taking anybody lightly. We're ready to go.
Well, Coach, appreciate a few minutes. It was great catching up with you.
Always a pleasure, man.